Welcome guys, it's Paddock Talk and I'm going to give you the latest news with my views on what's been going on in the Formula 1 world. And it's all been about the driver market this time round, hasn't it? A couple of renewals and the big one. Ollie Bearman signs for the Haas team, a fantastic opportunity for him. He did a brilliant job when he was given that chance in the Ferrari, took full advantage of it, and his name has never really gone away, hasn't it? He's done a couple of free practice sessions, and actually the teams have been really impressed with him, hasn't he? Especially the Haas team where he's done them, and really happy with the markers and the stats that he's produced back, and overall his feedback. He's again in the car in Silverstone in free practice, and well, I'm sure we'll be seeing a lot more of him now that he's been given that seat. We'll probably see him in a few more practice sessions before the end of the season, just so we can get familiar with the car and the team and all that around him, ready for next season. His F2 season hasn't been going great though, has it? He's currently lying 14th place, so it's not like since that opportunity he's not like lit the world in F2 at all, has he? So other drivers may be feeling like they've been overlooked, but I mean he took full advantage when he was given that seat, much like Liam Lawson, who's still waiting in the wings, and he's probably wondering where's his opportunities going to come up, and will we see a decision there from the Racing Bulls on Daniel Ricciardo. I mean, he's the only one left there, but he's been doing a good enough job, hasn't he, for the last couple of races, so we could see some movement there. The other two news to bring on the driver market is Pierre Gasly, who's renewed with Alpine again on a multi-year deal. Lance Stroll is signed for one more year up until 2025. There's nothing to say for 26 yet. I think that's just a rolling contract and a rolling bar for him, isn't it? He effectively just picks and chooses if he wants to stay in that team or not. And carrying in Formula 1, his dad owns it, and it looks like he's just got a free shot at that seat for as long as he effectively wants. But Pierre Gasly renewing at Alpine, interesting that one, because well, they've turned the form around, haven't they, from the horrible early start. Have a look at my Alpine video. I'll talk about all the disasters and goings on there. I mean, it's constant change and yet more change, haven't they? They've brought in a couple of more staff. They've poached 3 senior staff. Michael Broadhurst for Chief Aero now. He's come from Red Bull. Vin Donani, head of vehicle performance, also from Red Bull. And finally Jacopo Fantoni from Ferrari. He's going to be the executive technical director. So more change at Alpine. Again, Flavio's come in. I'm not sure who's going to take up that second seat alongside Pierre Gasly, but I think it's probably the best seat available to Pierre at the moment. He probably looked around and saw where can he go. There's a seat potentially at Audi, but they clearly just want Carlos Sainz. Nico Hülkenberg taking the other seat there. Haas have one seat. Will they, announce Magnussen sooner or later? And Williams have a seat as well, don't they now? We're getting to the point now where, I'm sure we'll hear the Haas news sooner rather than later of where he's going to go, because I think there's only a couple of drivers then sort of waiting now, aren't we, what's happening with them. I mean, we've got Valtteri Bottas, Zhou Guanyu potentially without seats, so could they be joining in that Haas battle? There's a few drivers still on there that need positions, but these are probably positions taken up now that we knew would probably happen. Ollie Bearman was the new one. There was an outside chance of him there. Ocon apparently rumoured to be the one to take the seat alongside him, isn't it, at Haas? I think Martin Brundle pointed that one out. He said it's just probably a matter of time if that one goes down. So Ocon there, and that'll be the Haas team dealt with. Magnussen again potentially without a seat, and will he see his way out of Formula 1 again? He had a good time last time out, doesn't he? So he's doing the job to show that he's got it. And like I say, there's only a handful of seats now available, so it's getting to the nitty gritty. And as Sir Alex Ferguson said, it's squeaky bum time in the driver market. It'll be interesting to see who goes where now. Another move, an interesting personnel change at Aston Martin. Martin Whitmarsh, former McLaren team principal, has left. We've got Andy Cowell now, who will join as Group CEO, and he was the head of the power unit at Mercedes. Fernando Alonso saying that's a massive deal for Aston Martin. He was very happy with the signing of him, and yeah, Aston Martin have a lot of work to do, haven't they? They've been really disappointing of late, and this is another problem. They come to the start of the season bringing a car that you think, right, this, if they develop it well, should see them really move to the front, but they've dropped back into, well, out of the midfield almost now, aren't they? They're looking at, well, last time they were, what, 17th and 18th in Austria, so they've got some work to do there to try and figure out why their upgrades just aren't upgrades at all, are they? They're more downgrades on that car. So yeah, interesting to see what goes on that side of things. But yeah, big signing, big move from Aston Martin, and yeah, they're still in the rumours to sign Adrian Newey there, aren't they? He's confirmed he visited the factory, so that would be a big major shift for Aston Martin. Lawrence Stroll funded a lot into that company, a new factory, and yeah, big recruitment drive from them. In terms of the young drivers, there's been a few opportunities for them in the free practice one at Silverstone. Jack Doohan again takes Pierre Gasly's seat for FP1. Isaac Hadjar in the Red Bull taking Sergio Perez's seat for FP1, and Franco Colapinto, the Argentine, first time in Formula 1, and he's taking the Williams seat of Logan Sargent in FP1 as well. We've got special liveries for Silverstone from Red Bull. They've come with a red camo special. Take a look, let me know what you think. I do quite like it actually, and I do quite the camo looks on these cars. In terms of their car, they've got a floor upgrade for this weekend, and they'll be hoping that will then push them enough to, you know, break McLaren, who'll be taking the fight to them this weekend there. And Williams have come with a new livery, the big Union Jack on the back. I do quite like it, but it's a bit obvious, isn't it? And just stick a Union Jack on the flag because it's a home race. There was nothing really more than that they've done to the livery on that car. But let me know your thoughts on that one. And yeah, that's the news ahead of the weekend. But yeah, big ones. Driver markets looking like it's getting tight now. Who's going to end up wearing the remaining seats? Let's wait and see. Carlos Sainz is the next big one now, isn't he, really? And I think once that's done, we'll see a lot of other drivers and seats getting shored up. No doubt about that. But it'll be happening soon because it's that time. Thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe and comment as always. See you next time.